should the role of the church be in business development and setting that culture in the church and leaking to the communities?
I'm going to take a different approach than what our churches normally do. I believe that I think we have a responsibility to be well-rounded. So here's what I mean. We are supposed to be that center place where that young man who likes to work with his hands can get an opportunity to learn about shop. Shop may not be in the schools no more, but shop don't mean it. Why can't it be in the church? You know, we got to be that same place that teaches young ladies, you know, how to dress, how to make sure they're dressed for success and all that. Why can't that be in the church? Why can't we be the ones that are I don't blame the school system for nothing if we got the opportunity to do it for our young people.
If you see the issue, then why not you doing something?
Well, I like when you called me on a couple of guys that needed a job and we gave them opportunity. Right. And the church should be a place where they can go get help and say, look, I need to work.
Right.
And somebody in the church say, look, here's an opportunity. It should match the opportunity with the need.
That's right. So it's got to bleed over. I mean, just back to your question, we have to see the need and we have to be the place where we're fulfilling the need. If it's an after school, we got kids running the street and they latchkey kids and they need some, we ought to have after school program. Right. If we got a situation where kids need to learn about how to be a mechanic, we ought to be a place where our men get together on Saturdays and make sure that we're teaching young men in how you change oil, how you change a tire. We should have that problem in our community because we're teaching it. These are things that people don't normally link to the church. But why not? Why aren't we teaching, just going back, even finances? We ought to come out of the church and be able to say, you know what? In the church, I learned how to get out of debt. In the church, I learned where I can get my first investment. I learned the rule of 72, not in school, but in church. So I've learned all these things. I learned how to respect a woman in church, how I should treat my husband in church. I think we have to return back to being the centerpiece. And, you know, some of that we got to take some blame for.